Was it abusive?
Yes.
Did he hit her?
Yeah. I just would pull her away. I would be beating on my dad's leg the whole time. Just trying to stand in the middle, breaking glass bottles so they could hear something else and snap out of it.
It broke Rihanna's heart to see her mom suffer at the hands of her dad. And what made things more painful is that this was the man who inspired her as a little girl.
He taught me everything. And as awful as he was to my mom at times, it didn't compare to how great he was as a father.
Well, I used to play music as well. I mean, look at Robin. She takes all these things that I did, she follows with it.
But she wasn't just following in her dad's musical footsteps.
I always said to myself, I'm never gonna date somebody like my dad. Never.
And then
Chris Brown has been convicted of felony assault against Rihanna.
It escalated into him being violent towards me, and it was ugly.
He shoved her against her window, punched her in the left eye.
That at one point your mouth is filled with blood?
And the media's reaction only made things worse.
And it happened to me in front of the world.
A terrifying photo of Rihanna after she was allegedly beaten has hit the internet.
It was embarrassing, it was humiliating, it was hurtful.
That's embarrassing that that's the type of person that I fell in love with.
But even after the attack, Rihanna didn't put herself first.
I just felt like he made that mistake because he needed help. I was more concerned about him.
Rihanna moved on from Chris, but instead of working on herself to move past the trauma, she escaped through her work.
I drove myself crazy. The only place that was peaceful for me was the studio.
Do you want to have some kids of your own one day?
One day, I got tons of work to do, honey.
Rihanna couldn't commit to a relationship, although there was one person that she could rely on.
Why not Rihanna? You guys make a cute couple.
A lot of people would say that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm not necessarily happy being single. You know, my personal life is pretty much non-existent, which is not good, not for the long run.
I remember just one day, like, thinking, why can't I come to a place where I let somebody in? Why can't I, like, love? And I would talk to guys and I would like them, and then the minute I start to really like them, it's like, blank, don't even call, never seen them again.
Rihanna realized that she had to put herself first and dig deeper. And she remembered what she had suffered through as a little girl.
And it was because I wasn't having a relationship with my father anymore. Like, so I wasn't able to connect with a man. And I had to come to terms with that. And I was able to close that gap with him.
By forgiving her dad, Rihanna took the first step towards opening herself back up to love. And then she had another important realization. She said, I started to realize that you need to make time for yourself because your mental health depends on it.
I've grown to appreciate the little things, and I've grown to love being still, which is something I haven't been used to since I was 16 years old.
By putting herself first, Rihanna was finally ready to start her own family.
Rihanna is pregnant, expecting her first child with her beau, rapper A$AP Rocky.
In her first sit-down interview since becoming pregnant, Rihanna told Vogue magazine that after she gives birth, her child will teach me more than I could ever teach them. I want to see who they are in the world, who they become. But just a few weeks before giving birth, Rihanna couldn't have prepared herself for what happened next.
A$AP Rocky arrested on Wednesday at LAX upon his return from Barbados, where he was vacationing with his pregnant girlfriend, Rihanna.
A$AP Rocky is being charged with 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
Rihanna never commented on the charges, but given the cycle of violence that she escaped from, this must have been the worst news for her. However, she stayed calm and focused on what was best for her and her family.
Amid all this, Rhi only has one thing on her mind: her pregnancy. She wants to be mellow, relaxed, and focused 100% on the arrival of her baby.
So what do you think of A$AP's charges and what that means for Rihanna and her family?
Look, here's the thing. Rihanna right now, she's the strongest we've ever seen her. Whether A$AP is found guilty or not guilty, she'll come out on the other side as a powerful mom, as the queen she is.
Rihanna is a mom. The singer and fashion mogul has welcomed her first child.
Rihanna is making a return to the biggest stage possible, headlining the Super Bowl.
The original Bad Gals using it to stage her return.
And while this is the most epic return to the stage, it matters more to Rihanna what's happening off stage.
Life starts over when you become a parent. It's an amazing experience. When he looks at me in my eyes, my whole soul is like dropping. It's like amazing.